Hey, Brandon again. Figured I'd make another video, kind of get on a roll with it. So the last video I made was setting for a center quarter corner and then finding the coordinates for it. This one shouldn't be as long, but this is for a single proportional measurement. Again, it's a homework problem, and I made sure that my answer was correct, so I'm not just trying to come at you like this is it. Like I did in the last one, I'll double check my answers. So, but figured this one would be good to know, just so it's an example you can see and then you can use. But again, same thing. We'll turn my video off, and we'll get to it. All right. So, right here, what we're going to focus on is the fact that it's specifically asking from where, right? So this is saying it wants to know the bearing and the distance for the southeast quarter corner, which is right here, of 24. I was saying, how would you reestablish a section corner? Okay, so this is this one right here. It's got to be reestablish section corner. Okay, yeah, northeast. Okay, I was about to say, wait, why am I reading that weird? So right there, control that. Use the method described, okay, for the southeast corner of 25 to the northeast corner. Okay, so I believe there was a typo, because we don't have this total distance from here to here. So for this one, what we're going to do, and I believe I had to email him to double check it, is we're going to come from, I'm just going to put a text so then we know what we're coming from. So here, we'll put it right here. So the goal is we are going to come from the east quarter corner of section 24 to the southeast quarter corner of section 24. Now that can also be called, or parentheses, for the northeast corner of section 25. So like I said, I had to double check with him because I was like, there's no distance from here all the way up. So even though it says a found corner, we don't have the number, so I couldn't. I was like, what are we supposed to do here? So, like I said, the northeast corner. So what you have to think about first is like, how do we have to establish it? You probably, if you're taking this class or a class or anything related to it, you've probably seen the township map that essentially. Let me come over here. Okay, that essentially it shows the entire township and how to solve for each corner. Now, the excuse me, I just realized my microphone is way the hell over here, and I'm really hoping y'all could hear me. So the corner is essentially, the whole thing. It's the whole entire township, 36 sections. The northeast and northwest corners of that township is double proportion. Everything else along the outside of that township is going to be single proportion, and then all of the interior section corners, right? All the interior section corners will be double proportion. So don't forget that. But this one, 24, 25, I believe, is on the right outer edge, comes down, so that would be a single proportion. At least that's what it was supposed to be, and that's what it is. So I'm gonna go away again. See ya. Coming back. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we got to look at our recorded distances, right? So I'm gonna make this one a little bigger so I can see it, right? Easier to read it. So we have a recorded distance. Sorry, text right here. So we're going to come from this corner. So what is the distance from here to here? Okay. So I don't like saying the word assume, but for all sections that are not on the very north edge of the township or the very far west of the township, the distances between them are going to be 40 chains between section corners and quarter corners. unless something is noted. Um, and that's, we want to try to preserve essentially the, let me get rid of this. We want to try to preserve the original survey. So we know that this entire distance from the east quarter corner of section 24 to the east quarter corner of section 25, which, because he has a distance, he doesn't have a triangle there as a found monument, but it is there, right? Because he has the measurement. So from this quarter corner to this quarter corner, east quarter corners, it is this total distance of 5309.12, or here would be 80 chains, right? So we know total recorded measurement equals 80 chains, right? So, and now I'm going to put from east quarter corner of section 24 to east quarter corner of section 25, right? So we know that. We 100%, we can see this is saying 80 coming up this way, and this is saying 80 going that way. So we are safe to believe that this, from this east quarter corner here to here is 40, and then from there to there is 40. So since we know that, we know the measurement from, so add another text box, the recorded measurement from, I'm going to put this from east quarter corner to southeast quarter corner of section 24. So we know it's right here. And we also know that it's going to be called the northeast quarter corner of section 25. So as long as you understand that, that's why I wrote it up here, so you know what we're looking at, right? We know that that is going to equal 40 chains. Okay? Like I said, this one's going to be easy. I highly doubt you're going to need this video to calculate. This one, single proportion, is not tough. But now we have the total distance, right? In feet, the real world measurement. So I'm going to put the actual measurement, right, equals the total measurement in field is going to be that entire distance here, which is 5309.12 feet, right? So for single proportion, we are going to take, right, the recorded measurement divided by the total recorded measurement, right? And that is going to equal the, in this case, this is going to be the x, because we want it in feet, which I'm going to add another text, and I'm going to say x, and I'm going to draw this out so we know what we're wanting. I apologize, it's going to look terrible. So this is going to be from this corner to that corner, right? So now we know that is going to equal that x divided by the total measurement in field. Okay. So like I said, there's a lot of typing and stuff. I know it's going to look clunky, but I just want to make sure that it's, coming across easy to understand. So the first one's easy. You can convert it to feet. I think it doesn't make any sense. So you take 40, that is the recorded measurement, right, divided by 80, and we know that's going to equal the x divided by 5309.12. Okay. Now we can say that the x is going to equal, oh shit, where's my calculator? Apologize, thought I lost my calculator. Which we already know, 40 divided by 80, that's 0.5. So you take 0.5 and again cross multiply or just calculate it and then multiply that 5309.12 out of it. It's fine too. Take 0.5, times it by the 5309.12, and you're going to get a distance of 2654.56 feet. All right, so that's 2654.56 feet. Now, that is the x. We're not done because it wants to know what bearing should it be. Now, if we look at this from here to here, right? We know that the bearing is one continuous long line of north 0 degrees, 7 minutes west. So, I mean, this one, just using our best judgment, we're going to have to follow that exact same thing. So we know the bearing equals north 0, 176, 7 minutes west, right? Because it's going to match. So these are our answers right here. Like I said, this one's going to be a much shorter one. These would be our answers for this question. So like I did on the last one, I'm going to double check. So I'm going to bring my face back so you're not looking at a blank screen. And, you know, just for hello, goofy face again. So we're going to turn that off for a second. And I'm going to come into here. Again, I don't want to ever assume and say that I'm good, nothing to worry about, because you never know. Things can get you messed up. So let's go to over here. This should be for this one. So my answer that I got, okay, 2654.56. Yep, and the bearing, because the recorded bearing is equal from the southeast corner of section 25 to the east quarter corner, it should be the same bearing that matches it, which is north 0 degrees, 7 minutes west, right? And looking at this, yep, everything matches up. Let's see if I double check this. Southeast corner. Yep, okay. So I can calculate that and bring the board back. So yeah, so that's a much faster video. I'm still fucking sorry, I'm very slow at this, but hopefully everything makes sense. You know, that's, you know, how I calculated it at the first beginning of this is terrible audio. I apologize. Wasn't thinking, but that should be it. Again, I'm not a tutor. I'm just trying to help with what I'm able to do right now. So hopefully that helps. If you have any issues, I'll try to help. But like I said, if there's somebody else, I'd probably go to them because they're probably better at it than me. So either way, have a good one.